Hello, it's Randy Duck and welcome back for another video. This time we're in the Tier 9 Petri Italian medium tank, the Standard B. And yeah, we're tuned up with Rossi, using the Centurion, and there's no fun police in this game and we're on steps. So loading the map, I was thinking, yeah, this has got potential. It's a decent map for us, so we're going to see what we can do. I must say, when I've already done a video on this tank, which I've sort of gone over my thoughts on it, but I must admit, when I first started playing the tank, going over what people have told me, I wasn't looking forward to playing the tank. But when I've actually started playing the Standard B, I think it's a lot better than people give it credit for, I must admit. And I've actually really enjoyed it. Just the mobility of the tank, the camo of the tank. Yes, okay, the DPM's not brilliant when you're shooting all your shots, but yeah, I guess that's the trade-up for having that 3-shot autoloader. But yeah, I must admit, I've really enjoyed this tank actually quite a lot more than I thought I would do. So what we've done here, immediately I've tuned up with Rossi. Obviously we've got the northern spawn, so I pushed right down early to create a crossfire basically. You know, now I know I've got two angles of fire with, you know, I'm combining it with me and Rossi. I know obviously Rossi's my platoon, so he's the only person which I've got control over, as in, you know, we can work together. So we've created two different angles, and this is putting the enemy in a lot of pressure. And to be honest with you, all these guys sat sort of on the right are in an awful position now because of this crossfire. We've got a track shot into the Tier 9 Swedish medium tank there. And we managed to pick up all of his hit points with assistance damage, track assistance damage. So that's a really nice result for us. Now we are pushing across quite aggressively here. You know, it's a little bit of a risk, but at the same time I kind of sensed how this battle goes quite often. And if you don't either push aggressively, we've got a choice. You push aggressively at this point, try and get as much damage as you can because I'm in a quick tank, or I pull back to defend the base basically. Because that just seems to how it be. One team goes one way, the other team goes the other way. So I made the decision that I'm in a quick tank. I feel comfortable getting back to the base if I need to. But what I'm going to do is make sure we win this area, so that we can take control of this area, and then to relieve the suppression. If we do win this quickly enough, then I would be able to get back, get round the enemy team and be behind them. We do have, you can see in the map, a lot of people sort of near our base, so we're in no immediate threat of being capped out. So it allows me that, you know, ability just to get these shots here, picking up another kill, and yeah, and then we see this Stand B's one shot. Unfortunately, we bounce a shot, which is annoying because we also have to use our final shell in the tank, putting us at the sort of worst DPM. But that's, you know, that's the beauty of this tank. You know, I missed a shot, but I still had one loaded, and I decided that it's well worth going down on my reload if it meant securing a kill, getting another tank out of the game. We don't take that shot though, because we are going to wait till a minimum we get the second shot in, because I don't want to give my DPM that badly at the end of the game. But we are going to go for a shot now, because that's an annoying tank, T100. Glad we did, because we actually just set him on fire there. And I think he didn't get, did he get double fired? I'm not sure, but we set him on fire and we get a lot of damage there, which is really tasty for us. And now we're just trying to get as much damage as we can into the stuff crossing. That Conqueror gets tracked, he uses a repair kit, but then I shot him in a track ball and tracked him again. And then I managed to pick up even more track assistance. So we're at a decent start to the game now. We've got 3k damage, 2,500 track assistance. And this game's looking fairly comfortable for us, but at the same time I do want to just try and, you know, as always, maximise my game, look for the shells that we can. And, you know, I'm pretty low on hit points, so I've got to be a little bit careful. Looking to get a shot at T100, but we pull back because it's not really possible. I think someone was a hard aiming us there, and we didn't want to take a shot. But again, I've got this cross angle here with Rossi, so just always trying to put the enemy under, you know, most awful positions as we can. Unfortunately, I don't get that shot in the 262A. Needed to go a little bit low and get his drive ball there, but it wasn't giving me a lot to shoot at, and I'm a little bit concerned. I don't want to get hit by this Object 705, but I don't think he's quite paying attention to me. I'm just waiting to see if I can get a shot in. try and get one into his track wheel there. We do manage to pen. We go for another shot through his drive wheel. We do pen that one. Now this is a little bit risky because he's clearly looking at me. But fortunately we don't take a shot off him, but we do take a shot off the 262A, putting us on a one shot now, and that's kind of annoying because I would like the opportunity to trade up a shot really with that 268, just get a bit more damage in. But at this stage of the game, this game's it's won, and it's just about what we can do really. We've dumped all the clips, so we have got a really awful reload now. So we're just going to wait for this and just to see if we can get any more shots in really, just to pick it up. But I'm hoping that 268 was going to poke and give us a shot. He's not going to. We've got an opportunity to get one into 705, but we bounce on the side armour because it's Russian. And to be honest with you, that pretty much brings our game to an end. We're not going to get there for the 705. We do try, but there's so many tanks closing them in. But you know, it's a decent first game, wasn't it, in the standard B? We've got 4k damage, 3,328. Most of that was all tracking assistance as well. So yeah, I was pretty happy with that as a first game. But yeah, if you stay with us, you see Rossi had another good game there as well. But you stay with us, we've got one more replay to show you. And yeah, so I'll see you in a bit. Okay, so thanks for staying with us. This time we've got another bottom tier game, and we're on Cliff. There's one fun place to concern ourselves about, and I've decided that what I'm going to do is, because we do have decent mobility in this tank, there's a good chance that I would be able to push into the bowl here, because there is, you know, I don't think the enemy have no light tanks as well. So I'm thinking the chances are, hopefully, I'll be able to make it in before I get shot at, basically, or you know, before the enemy team get into position, because I want to take that position. This is a slightly older replay, so you notice I was getting a little bit of jitter there, which I don't understand why it's happened. It's not my internet connection; it's something to do with the game. But yeah, that's a little bit odd. But yeah, we can push in. You see, we've got good mobility. I was praying someone wasn't going to stop there, because I hate it when someone stops in front of you, because then you end up getting killed. And I'm going to push this position as quickly as I can to try and get some early shots in, secure myself some early damage on anything crossing. And in this 1-2-1, he's moved out and he's crossing. You notice I decide to take the decision to fire my whole clip here, because obviously when you fire your whole clip, your reload goes awful. But my decision was I wanted to get that early damage in, because I know there's fun police in the game. I know the fun police likes to shoot there, and I wanted to dump that clip, and then I could reload and not worry about getting shot by the artillery, because I didn't want to sit there and, you know, just do one shot waiting, because every time I'm up the top there is a chance I'll get hit by the artillery. So it's just about limiting the spaces you can get shot. You know, you're never going to be RT safe if you want to get a good game, but you can limit the time that they can shoot you. So that's the decision I made there, and yeah, paid out. I've got 1,000 damage in, and now we're just going to see if we get any more shots in. We get a shot in for that mouse with the lower plate, picking himself up another pen, which is nice. And we're just, you know, there's a lot of stuff in front of us here, so there is a lot of damage potential, but it's also, you know, I could easily poke out and get shot by 3 tanks here and then lose a lot of hit points. So I don't really want to do that, but I am trying to see if I can get shots in. It's not working for me though, and we started to get a build up of friendly tanks in the same area. So I'm thinking, you know what, it looks like there's some enemies coming from behind. I'm not going to sit in that same location. I'm going to just spread out and see if we can get any, you know, work any different angles, because like I say, there's a lot of people in that zone, and that's generally going to attract shots from the artillery, because why wouldn't you shoot there if you've got a chance to get lots of damage? So we're actually losing this game at the moment, 2 tanks down. And as you say, I'm moving to this location to get different angles, because I don't want to all be sat in the same angle of a team and have a whole team looking at one spot when there's other tanks which we could be dealing with. I'm trying to see if we can work a shot into this E50, because it would be nice if we could take him out of the game. But as we do this, the tier 8 French heavy pops out, presents us an opportunity to pick up a kill. So we take that, and we do get lit. So we're just trying to pull back into cover so we don't get shot by that E50. And it looks like the mouse is now making a push. I'll go for that shot, but that was, you know, probably was, you know, I should have gone for the track wheel, because I was never going to pen that. The Dragon pops up, and I take that shot because he was on a one shot, and it's always good to confirm the kills, even up the score. But if you notice, we've got this E50 and the T95 E6 pushing over, and they're my immediate concern now, because me being in this position, they will have shots onto me. So we do manage to shut down the E50, emptying our clip, but that's taking out one gun which has shots onto us. We see this E6 got shots onto us, we duck into cover to dodge that shot, and we just want to kill this guy as quickly as we can. So we're not waiting for all our shells to reload, we're just utilising the autoloader ability, and it makes sense for me to use those shots because I have to kill that guy as quick as I can. But now I do have a little bit of an opportunity to go on a reload here, so I'm going to hope that I can try and get my clips in and then see if we can work any other angles, because again it's still fairly even. It's 8 versus 6, but all that things can change. We just spotted a full health Death Star. So naturally I don't want to poke and get shot by him, because he is just going to end my game and stop me getting any more damage. So I'm just waiting now just to see if that Death Star shoots. I've got a full clip loaded. The second he shoots, I'm going to put my clip into him. And there you go, he shot his shot. Now, so I know he cannot get a shot into me now, so I'm going to make sure I dump my whole clip into him and getting as much damage to that guy as I can. Now he's on 930 hit points. I should be able to clip him out in one clip again. So it's the same thing now. I'm going to go back up, try and get behind this rock, so it sort of protects me a little bit from the artillery. He can still hit me, but it limits the chances to get shots in. I'm going to wait to reload my clip and see if I can do the same thing. See if I can take out that Death Star, because it's now 6 versus 5. So pretty even throughout the, for the majority of this game. And we're just going to wait to see if we can get another clip into that Death Star, because that would put us up to like close to 5k damage, so we'd be pretty happy with that. We're waiting to see if he shoots. He just turns, he wasn't looking at us, but he's then shot, and we're able to now dump in the clip. We should be able to finish him off, and we do. And yes, that's great, putting us up to just under 5k of damage. We just have a look to see what health that heavy tank's in, but we realise he's pretty much dead. And now we're not going to stop and wait for our reloads, just because we want to maximise this game. So I'm going to push all the way down. I know where they're going to be. The artillery is going to be in the A1 line. TD's probably camping at the back somewhere. So we're just going to try and light them up. We do. We slap a shot into him on the move, and just manage to evade his shot. We push in now, because like I say, I want to just make sure I'm spotting this guy, just so I can get the full assistance in. And yeah, because I can eat one shot of this guy now, so I can afford to pay a little bit of risk with those hit points, and I do pay the risk, and I do get hit, but it's not the end of the day. I am on a one shot to him now, but I've got underneath the ridge. This is where I want it to be, because I know now for him to kill me, he's got to push over the ridge and fully extend himself, and be in defiance of my friendly team. So this is where I want him to be now. I'm waiting until he either rushes me like this or try and shoots our friendly team. He hasn't got the best gun depression, so I knew he couldn't get his gun down there. He comes down, we're tracking in place. Now I know he's not going to be able to get his gun down. He's stuck here, and we're hoping we can finish him off. And we do, bring this up to over 6,000 damage and 5 kills, I believe. So yeah, pretty decent bottom tier game on Cliff. Yeah, 5 kills, 6,145 damage, a tiny bit of assistance. Yeah, so I really hope you enjoyed that game. And as always, thank you so much for the support. Happy tanking.
Enemy in sight. Hadouken!